I want to take a few minutes just to share with you why we do what we do and why the heads of government of CARICOM mandated CKLN to build a research and education network. I think it is now agreed, there is collective agreement that the future success of our citizens and the Caribbean depends heavily on our ability to collaborate, to form partnerships, to share resources, to share ideas, and to achieve economies of scale in endeavors that will redound to the social and economic development of the region. Specifically, there are areas of endeavors within the context of the Caribbean that can and will support our social and economic development within the framework of sharing, collaborating, and forming partnerships. Specifically, CKLN, together with the NRENs in many of the Caribbean countries, including Jamaica, Trinidad, the Bahamas, the OECS, Belize, Barbados, Suriname, we have been focused on being advocates and providing a regional mechanism to support these endeavors in the areas of health, education, security, disaster management, and culture. And I'm sure you will all agree with me that these are critical areas for the development of our region. And if we can pool our resources together, work collaboratively, it will redound to the benefits of the region as a whole. In order to provide that support, we are doing three things. But three things are required. We are leveraging the use of broadband technologies. And what you are seeing this morning is a demonstration of that technology. It is a combination of the network that exists within the UWI here at Mona, that of JREN, which is the Jamaica Research and Education Network, CARICnet, which is the regional network that connects all of the islands in the Caribbean, and Trent, which is the Trinidad Research and Education Networks, and the Bahamas, which is the Bahamas Research and Education Network. And this is a dedicated, high-capacity network to support the areas of social and economic development that we spoke about, that includes health, education, security, etc. The second thing that's required is a national and regional coordination mechanism. Without the collaboration of the NRENs, without the collaboration of the UWI, and indeed without CKLN as the coordinating mechanism regionally, this symposium will not be possible in the manner in which we are providing it. And thirdly, the critical component is, at the end of the day, is to enable citizens, researchers, teachers, lecturers to form communities of practice, again in the various arenas of health, education, security, and through the regional mechanism to be able to deliver value by informing, by sharing, by collaborating for the benefit of the Caribbean. And we are very, very happy that CKLN, NREN's, CARIBNet, this is just one of the response sponsored by the heads of government in achieving those objectives. Just very quickly, you may want to see what the network looks like. On your left, you will see connections of all Caribbean countries, with further connections to Europe and France, and that gives us connection to Africa, connections to Latin America, and connections to the United States of America. And on the right, you will see the basic infrastructure that forms the NRENs, so that they can connect to this network. This achievement is an achievement that the Caribbean should be justly proud of. For years, distance has been a major impediment to us working together and collaborating, and we are happy that with the support of CARICOM and the heads of government, we've been able to provide this infrastructure to support events such as the one that we are having today. I have talked about these issues already, so I would not dwell on it, but these are just some of the things that the CKLN has achieved. As we speak, we have some very specific projects working on. In the area of security, we are about to implement, in collaboration with the State Department of the United States, they have provided a grant to the region, and through CARIBNet, we are connecting all the police academies in the region, from Suriname, to Jamaica, to Grenada, to St. Lucia. And this project is funded as part of the Caribbean Basin Initiative for Fighting Crime in the region, funded by the State Department. And it will do two things. First of all, it will be used to train the police and security forces in academies across the region as though they were in one place, and to strengthen collaboration amongst the security forces across the Caribbean so they can share information and manage the movement of persons. We are very happy and very pleased that the State Department and the police academies across the region felt it useful to use CARIBNet and the NRENs in the region to provide this particular service. Just another example in education. There is a masterclass that we facilitated using Stillpan, where we have a lecturer at Illinois University, together with a professor from the United Kingdom, and through Janet in the United Kingdom, Internet 2 in the United States, and CARIBNet, we've been very successful in putting on lessons in PAN that was viewed and shared by all persons around the Caribbean. On one other example, not long ago, about a month ago, we were able to support the EduVision 2014 hosted by the government of Jamaica, with workshops from various persons on the topics that you have seen there, again using the network in collaboration with JRAN and Barnett and Fred. And this just gives you some examples, and of course this symposium, using this facility in collaboration with the UWI and CARPHA, is just yet another example. So these are just some of the examples that CARIBNet and the NRENs in member states have been put to. So, what are our hopes and desires? By facilitating this event, we hope that we are planting seeds in the minds of participants as to what is possible by leveraging the use of ICT in supporting the development of communities, sharing of ideas, and collaborating on themes of common interest that can only redound to the social and economic development of the Caribbean. If we were to stop and think about it, and think about the cost that we would have incurred to have brought this conference on a face-to-face basis, bringing all of the participants, all of the presenters in one place to exchange ideas, have discussions, collaborate. Chances are, well, first of all, we can't afford it, and chances are this would not have been possible. And so, in closing, I want to encourage participants in this forum and presenters to be advocates for the use of CARIBNet and NRENs, to be used in this manner as part of the support in developing the Caribbean economy. And so I thank you for coming. I thank you for your patience, and I wish you very healthy discussions around the theme of the management of dengue fever in the Caribbean. Thank you very much indeed.